Hello Leo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. Okay. So some of you might be in a relationship. This could be a situationship. This could also be somebody who you have simply exchanged glances with, and energetically the connection is very strong. You know there's something there, but no one's really speaking up. So for those of you who are new, also, my way of doing readings is slightly different. It's not that different, but I actually don't channel through any spirit guides. I do have the ability of getting the answers that I need through my higher intuitive self. And at the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to provide you with some advice regarding your entire situation. Whatever's going on here in these cards. There's a lot going on. There's a sense of betrayal here. Not good. Ooh, lots of feelings of being awkward now because of this. All right. So we have here, first card's the strongest. We have growth, followed by crisis. Then we have power, laughter, synthesis, play, betrayal, embracing the shadow, and then we have beauty. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Leo, whatever happened between us happened very fast. Quite suddenly, in fact. And now it seems to me that that wasn't really good. Things shouldn't have moved that fast in this connection because I never really had a chance to learn about you. Right now I'm in this mindset where I really do want to get to know you more. Slowly. Grow with you. Learn about your past, your childhood, what it is that you want to do far into your future. I want to know about all those things. I don't only want to think of you as an object, as somebody who's a confidant. No, I want to really get to know you. But right now my mind is in this confused state. It's overwhelmed with so many feelings and emotions that I need time to sort them out. So much has happened in this connection. There's a sense of impatience in my mind. Everything is in a rush. It is important for me to sort these feelings and emotions out first and not be so overwhelmed. Only then will I be able to move forward. I do feel that in this connection there is this sense of temptation. You are temptation. You make me feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. And I do want you in my life as a friend, somebody who I can count on, who I can rely on, because you have always shown me that this is the type of person that you are. You know what makes me laugh. You know what makes my heart happy. Everything about you feels very vibrant. There was a time when there was peace and harmony in this connection, but then things changed. Now there's a lack of peace and harmony. Do I wish to restore it? Yes, I do. I want there to be peace and harmony. But is it easy to do so? No. We have here a situation where I have found myself in a place that I used to live in a very, very long time ago, when I was younger. There's something about you that makes me feel young again, vibrant again, youthful again. You make me feel alive. And I like this mischief in your eyes, this playfulness that you have. I want to explore more with you. But I do realize, and I understand, that things are different. There is a sense of betrayal in this connection. And now there's a lack of trust and a lack of faith. Yes, I betrayed you. I behaved in a way that was very unpredictable. It's as if you never really knew me at all. I know that's what it feels like now. The things that happen between us, you have seen that side of me that is very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And now things are very awkward between us. And the environment itself is very uncomfortable. There's a part of me that's very dark. And I really do want you to embrace that part, because that is a part of who I am. Overall, I have realized that you are somebody who is very, very beautiful. And I really want to get to know you so much more. What I had before, it just never really worked out. But going forward, I want to make things different. You are somebody who is very beautiful. Not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your charm, your beauty, your talent, your charisma, your personality and your character. Everything about you is beautiful. And you have a way of making me see who I really am as well. Do I like what I see? Not really. I want to fix it. I want to fix myself. I want to be a better human being and not be in that shadow side. Shadow side will always be dark. It'll remain dark, but I want to be in the light. I want to be light. You inspire me. You make me want to be all these things. Right now, I want to start. I want to restart and have a better connection with you. All right, Leo. Pretty different this reading was. For some strange reason, for a small portion of you, this feeling may make you feel as though, well, this individual, or the feeling that you're feeling towards this person, there's a sense here that things just kind of happen really fast, and there may have been a lot of passion, but the problem is you never really got to know each other like really, really got to know each other. You never really had that opportunity. And this is a problem because this person realizes this now, after the fact, all whatever had happened. They are overwhelmed. They do know that there's a sense of betrayal here. And for some of you, it might be, the roles might be reversed. So please do take it as it resonates. Because of some of the cards here, the betrayal card, the crisis card, even embracing the shadow, they're very intense. So yes, it is possible, cross-watcher, that you might not be feeling this, but you, Leo, you might be feeling this. Maybe you're the one that betrayed this person. A tiny portion of you, I feel, but this is meant for, and these are the feelings of your person of interest. So whatever happened here, there's a sense of wanting to be a friend. You have, in this deck, I have 2 cards that I consider friendship cards. 2 cards. You have both cards in the spread. The laughter card and the play card, I consider those my friendship cards. So like a platonic friend, or just even a friend that has some type of an attraction. I mean, these are the only cards. You have growth, you have laughter, and you have play. Very positive looking cards. And the interesting thing about this particular connection is the fact that right now the focus is more on starting a friendship. Does this person find you very attractive? They absolutely find you beautiful. Absolutely. It's a very different kind of spread, though, because it's very much just about friendship right now, and just growing and knowing about the other person. So some of you might have restarted a connection, and for others of you, maybe you're just starting one right now. All right, let's have a look at another deck called the Lover's Path Tarot. So with that deck, I'll be looking into the feelings, as not the feelings exactly, but the actions that may have been taken, or the reasons why this connection kind of went downhill in the first place. So what really caused the problems? Some of you may be aware of this, and some of you might never really have found out why this person behaved the way that they did, or why did things turn out the way that they did. Oh my goodness. You have Ace of Cups and Tradition. I had Tradition for another reading too a while ago. Same place, same card. So we have here the Ace of Cups. Let's have a look. So these cards I do read in the reverse. Okay. In the beginning of this connection, when everything was okay, it talks here about the beginning of a new cycle, ripe with potential for happiness and satisfaction, a sense of joy. The start of an important love relationship or a nurturing friendship. Yes, so that friendship was there. Now this is in the beginning, but then things changed. And now this is the reverse. So now I'm going to read the reverse. Rejection of another's affection. Creatively blocking someone else's advances, their love. Creatively blocking. So they're blocking any type of feelings that you had towards them, or any intentions that were maybe sexual in a way, or romantic in a way. Disillusionment with love, sadness, or melancholy. So this was really interesting here. The reason why this person didn't really pursue you or make a connection that was stronger is they were deliberately rejecting any type of affection that was being given to them, sent towards them. Disillusionment with love. They were disillusioned. They didn't really know, is this love, or what is love? There was, I guess you could say, suspicion. They didn't know, so they kept the distance. Here we have sadness or melancholy. This person was actually a bit sad. And what's interesting here is they knew their limitations, okay? You're dealing here with a person who has belief-related issues. You have the tradition card. So these two now go hand in hand because the tradition card is here. The tradition card here does talk about traditional things, the way society is, conforming to society. But when we have somebody who does not know what love is, and there's a sense of sadness and melancholy, where's that coming from? It's actually coming from, that sadness and melancholy is coming from the fact that there are some type of restrictions or differences in this connection when it comes to the type of feelings that this individual is feeling. So let's just have a look at tradition. Following established social structures in love relationships, this indicates the desire for marriage or some other form of formal structure for the sake of security, awareness of the public image, and the desire to have control over how one looks. Possible rigidity. Now, on the reverse, this is what it talks about, and this spread is supposed to be the reverse. This is what I'm looking into. The need to throw out old social structures that constrain an individual, but having the fear of unconventional ideas and ways of approach, a sense of nonconformity. So this is really interesting. They wanted things to be different than the typical kind of connections that you'll see. For a tiny portion of you, it could be that this person might have wanted an open relationship or maybe a casual relationship, yet you wanted something that was more, and you were giving love, but this is why they were rejecting it. Why? Because that's not what they were looking for. So it does seem here that one person in this connection wanted love and commitment, and the other person did not. That's what it's coming down to. And that's why this person was behaving in this way, because they did not want something so traditional. They did not want something that is very common. But the reason why they didn't want it, it's because they didn't want it at that time. They were not ready. For whatever reason. It wasn't something that they wanted. And sometimes it's hard for us to think about things on that level, because if we love somebody, we have this expectation that they will appreciate it and maybe they'll love, me in return. But not everybody feels like that on the recipient doesn't feel like that all the time. And the reason why they don't feel like that is because their intentions are elsewhere. They have different aims and goals and ambitions in this life. So here I have, this is the Beginner's Tarot deck. Very nice, beautiful cards popping up here. So these are any actions, any plans, any intentions that this person may have towards you in the coming future. Wow. It's so refreshing to see these cards. Very, very nice. Absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10 cards, Leo. You got great cards here. Very beautiful cards. So pretty. And definitely so positive. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this person, in terms of any actions, plans, or intentions, they really want to settle with you. They want to have a home with you. They want to grow with you. And they want to work with you on this. They do feel that you or them, or the both of you, you could make a great power couple. And you could, literally change the world. That's what they feel. But you could grow and have your own home and grow together. The abundance here is not just about money. Abundance could be abundance of love, abundance of family, abundance of growth and prosperity. That is abundance. 9 of Cups, this person knows what they are wishing for and who they're wishing for. They know this now. They're wishing for you. 4 of Wands, beautiful card. This individual has realized that this is some type of a spiritual connection on some level. And they have decided that they finally do want what they wish for. They wish for you. And what do they want? Stability. They want a home. They want to have whatever was disappointing in the home. They want all of that to just fade away, and they want a positive environment in the home environment. Now, are they going to reach out to you? Absolutely yes. They may be a little sheepish because they're coming to you as a Page of Cups. Do they love you? They love you like a king, like a queen. But do they have the courage? No. Right now, they are in the mode of the Page of Cups, but that's just the action that they're going to be taking towards you. So they may say, or come and apologize, they may send you a small text, but just know the only reason they're reaching out is because they're actually interested. So sometimes somebody may text you and you don't even understand why they texted you, because their sentence doesn't sound romantic. But the truth is, that's just their way of kind of getting their foot in the door, which is why there was never closure for many of you. Closure means you close the door, right? But if you leave the door a little open, a little ajar, what happens? Somebody can slip right back through. Open the door. Nobody has it shut. That's why sometimes people leave a connection and not properly shut the door, because they feel one day I might need to go back. This is why sometimes there's a lack of closure. Here, however, there used to be this feeling of a lack of closure, especially with the Four of Wands, but now there's a sense of closure. This person's going to reach out to you, definitely. They may seem a little shy. They may seem a little quiet. They're not so loud as somebody who would be, for example, a knight or a king. Now we also have here a beautiful card, the Queen of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here is that this person actually feels that you are the Queen of Pentacles. They feel that you are someone who is very, I'm getting the word authoritative, if I'm saying that correctly. You have a lot of authority and demand and respect. I'm seeing that here. This is somebody who has a green thumb. They are very good with growth and prosperity, very nurturing qualities, very a lot of abundance, and just the feeling of being very sweet and always accommodating. I'm getting that with this card right now, especially with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. There is a desire here to make things happen on a materialistic level. It's actually a very good card. So this person has really, really good feelings. Are they going to reach out to you and take any type of action? Absolutely yes. Do they have the intention of being with you? They are in love with you. Yes, they want to be with you. And they want to have stability with you, a proper home life environment. Really nice. They're going to try to work on this. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Wow. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. First card's the strongest. You have here success. Very nice. And then we have your look for a sign. So this could be signs and synchronicities. For some of you, a small portion of you, it could also be just beware of any type of red flags, okay? Those are also considered signs. A year from now you have, so something is going to happen, of course, a year from now. But a really important card here is compromise. Now remember, you have the tradition card, right? Tradition card talks about belief-related issues. So your belief versus this person's belief, quite different. Quite a different perspective on life, decisions, any type of choices. The logic behind it is very different for both of you. And so a compromise is the only way that two people can come together, oh my goodness, with forgiveness. Wow, this is a huge, huge message, actually. So many of you here have a choice. The choice here is whether to be with this person or maybe to move on. So for those of you that wish to stay with this individual, I'm going to be expressing this message to you. So they are saying there is going to be success. Just look for a sign in terms of if this person reaches out to you, they may just say, hey, and you might think, oh, that doesn't mean anything. But understand that that is their way of approaching you or just reaching out to you. A year from now, things are going to change, and there's going to be an actual compromise between the both of you. The compromise is needed if you need and if you want this connection to move forward. They are saying here, of course, it's up to you. Do trust in the Christ consciousness we have here. Beyond Christ is the source, his Father. That is the source, the supreme source of this universe. And that is what we call the holy light of God. So definitely trust in the divine. That will lead you to good places. Stay very positive. They're also saying here to let go. Letting go means talking about this whole tradition issue. Letting go of something that might be holding you back in terms of your beliefs. Maybe you guys keep arguing about the same thing. How about just drop the topic? Don't even mention it again, if it's possible. That way there can be a compromise where you both meet in the middle. Letting go of certain belief-related issues. Letting go of this person for a while. Letting them breathe a little. Give them their space so that they can come back to you and they can miss you. Here we also have forgiveness. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. By forgiving somebody, you are letting go and releasing a sense of this grudge, negative energy bubble that orbits around you. So it is important to forgive another individual for what has happened. Is it easy? No, it's not. Does everybody have to do it? You don't have to, but it's always good to do it. It's actually in your benefit. Because when you do this, you're releasing that negative energy that you're holding on to. Subconsciously, you don't even know this. But how do you forgive somebody? The easiest way to do it is through compassion. I learned that the hard way. And what does that mean? You understand and realize that, you know what, this person just didn't know any better. They really didn't. The majority of the people out there, masculine energy, and that's for women too. Women can be masculine. When they get into a connection, they're not going into the connection thinking that they're going to actually hurt the person, you see. It's just that whatever happens by circumstance, and they know what they want, but it doesn't resonate with you. And then boom, our heart is broken, right? But understanding where the person is coming from, what they were intending, what their background is, sometimes, not all the time, not everybody's nice. Some people do this out of revenge. Some people have various reasons, right? They have a quota. Oh, how many women have I slept with? Like, this is what happens, right? Even women too. They have that. It's very important to know where the person is coming from. But the person that is genuinely kind and nice, and they seemed nice at the time, there was an issue that occurred. And this whole sense of forgiveness needs to be made, because then that negative energy that is surrounding you will be gone. It'll be released. You'll feel much better. You'll feel much lighter. And the only way of doing this is by having compassion for the person. By having compassion, that means understanding where they're coming from. Understanding that they just didn't know any better. If they did, they wouldn't have done this. They would have done things in a different way. Now in your heart, you know who you're dealing with. You know whether they were absolutely true or whether they're fake, right? So depending on your situation, go according to that. If you cannot and you do not want to forgive, that's up to you. Then it's time for you to literally let go and not even think about this person anymore. This is not your person then. For those of you that just kind of want to go, this is for you. There is going to be success. Do look for a sign, which could be an opportunity that's going to be given to you over time. A year from now, there's going to be a compromise between the both of you. So there's going to be a sense of an accommodation. Now, by compromising also, it could mean that one person is compromising only. This shouldn't be like this, but because you want to let go, for some of you, only one person might make a sacrifice. And it's not going to really work well when it comes to building the connection together. So somebody here is going to want to let go. And I'm seeing that for some of you, it's you, that you're going to want to let go of this situation. And like it says here, it's up to you. That's why this card pops up when there is this choice that needs to be made. No matter what your choice is, Leo, here the angels are saying, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, are saying that do trust in the divine. Trust that everything is going to work out for you in your favor. It's going to be okay. They want you to let go of the worries, of the burdens, restrictions, and constraints that are holding you back. Understand that whatever happened at this point in time happened for a reason. And at the end of the day, far into the future, you will see how it benefits you, how you can benefit from what you learned. Forgiveness. For some of you, you may want to forgive, and for others of you, maybe it's too much. You don't want to forgive. Maybe it's too much pain, and that's true, it happens. But if you can, it's always easier for you to move on to the next person and to let go of that grudge that used to be there. Yeah, the person they were immature, they just didn't know any better. For a small portion of you. Sometimes people do things intentionally on purpose because of revenge, spite, whatever. That is just bad karma. No matter, even if you pray for them, there's still going to be that part of karma that's going to be there. Yeah, you can pray for somebody, but if they have done certain things that are very negative, very evil, the divine, the celestial beings have a way of always finding out, right? They know. It's a trail. It's a trail. It's an energetic trail. It's like a wire that is extending from us. Karma. They could see that. The universe can see that. So even if this person, Leo, has done something very nasty to you, just know that they will be dealt with accordingly. You don't have to do anything, actually. It's not something that we should hope for, but that's the way the law of karma is. This person has hurt you. There's the need to forgive in order to move forward in this connection, or even in order to release and move on. But like I'm saying, if it's so much heartache and pain, some of you may not want to forgive, and you might not be able to forgive. You might not be in the right mindset. But if you forgive, there's a lot of healing that occurs right after that, and you feel like a renewed person. You have a different perspective on life. You understand that this person just didn't know any better. They were inexperienced. They were immature. They went through this with their own family or their parents. And so it's happening again. It's just their personality. There's many reasons why people act the way that they do. We tend to not notice these things, but once you're kind of out of this bubble of love, then you're like a third person inspecting it and looking at it from far away. Then you could see these things. For me, I could see these things now. But just like you guys, when you're in a connection, you can't see these things. You can only see it after you released yourself from it and then realized, oh, that's why they did that. I totally understand with my twin flame issue that I had. He had a lot of issues with his mom. I'm older. And so this person wanted something very romantic in that way, but I'm older than him. Also, I'm married. So it was a big shit show for me, this entire situation that I personally went through. But what was interesting is the behavior that came through from my twin flame side. And it took me a long time to analyze this. This was even before I was doing Asnointia stuff. It was part of the reason why I got into it, actually. But I realized afterwards that, you know what? That's the thing. My twin flame just didn't know any better. As a human being, there were certain lessons, karmic things that he needed to learn that he was never taught in life. Life never taught him. But the amount of mistakes we make, consider those as experiences. Yeah, they may be mistakes, but you've moved on. And so consider that an experience, something that you've learned from, and you know now what to look for and what not to repeat in order to make your life happy. So don't forget certain things. Some people say forgive and forget. Nope, don't forget. Because if you forget, then you'll repeat it. It's always important to remember things and not to repeat those things. All right, Leo. That's your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And also, I'm still taking on love readings right now. Those are written report readings. Feel free to have a look online on my website. They are written report, and I do recommend that you have a look at the description that I have explaining what the reading is all about. That way you have a better understanding as to, what you can expect. All right, Leo. Thank you once again for tuning in. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.